Leonardo Torres Quevedo, 1852–1936. 1852. December 28. He was born in Santa Cruz de Iguna, Moledo, Cantabria, the same year as Santiago Ramón Cajal, Nobel Prize winner in medicine. He is the son of Luis Torres Vildasola Urquijo, a civil engineer, and Valentina Quevedo de la Maza, 1868. After completing the first stage of baccalaureate studies at the Secondary Education Institute of Bilbao, he moved to Paris, where he completed his training for 2 years at the College of the Brothers of the Christian Doctrine, 1870. The family settles in Madrid, 1871. He enters the official school of the Corps of Civil Engineers, 1876. He finishes his studies in civil engineering. He worked for a year on the Seville-Huelva Railway, resigning, he says, to dedicate myself to thinking about my things. He travels through Europe, 1878. He study, reading, meditation, thinking, rest and experimental practice in the Iguna Valley, 1885. He marries Luz Polanco y Navarro in Portolín, Moledo. He tests a first shuttle around his house. 1886. He tests a second ferry in the Iguna Valley, from Cueto de Pando to Los Picones, flying over the León River. 1887. Patented the ferry in Spain, Germany, Austria, France, Italy, United Kingdom, USA and Switzerland, 1889. Transfer to Madrid. He combines mathematical, physical and technical studies with cultural gatherings. 1890. He presents his ferry project on Mount Pilatus, Lucerne, in Switzerland, which is rejected with ridicule in the press. 1893. He presents to the Royal Academy of Exact, Physical and Natural Sciences of Madrid his report on algebraic machines, described by Eduardo Saavedra as extraordinary event in the course of Spanish scientific production. When he turned 40, he began the path to scientific success and his life became socially identified with his work. 1895. Presents the report Sur les machines algébriques at the Bordeaux Congress of the French Association for the Progress of Sciences. 1900. Presents the report Machines et Calcula at the Paris Academy of Sciences. 1901. Enters the Royal Academy of Exact, Physical and Natural Sciences of Madrid, 1902. Files a patent application in France for perfectionnements aux aérostats directionables. He submits to the Academies of Sciences of Paris and Madrid the memory of the patent and the note on the calculation of a balloon directed to keel and suspentes interieurs, favorably reported by Appel and Echegaray, 1902. Requests the French patent for the Telekino, Système dit télékin pour commander à distance un mouvement mécanique, the first remote control system, using Hertzian waves, in history. 1903. His first model of the Telekino was built at the Sorbonne Mechanics Laboratory, and he presented it to the Paris Academy of Sciences. 1904. January 4. The government creates the Aeronautics Test Center in Madrid, dependent on the General Directorate of Public Works of the Ministry of Public Works, for the construction and testing of the airship and the Telekino. 1906. June 26. Inflation of the airship envelope, of 640 meters 3, in the Aero Club Park of Madrid. He applies for a patent in Spain for a new system of deformable fusiform balloons, his self-rigid airship system. Transfer from the center to the Guadalajara Military Aerostation Park. September 6. Telekino tests in the Abra of Bilbao in the presence of King Alfonso XIII. 1907. February 22. The Ministry of Public Works creates the Applied Mechanics Laboratory. September 12 and 13. Launching in Guadalajara of the Torres Quevedo No. 1, the first Spanish airship. September 30. Inauguration of the Monte Julia Ferry, San Sebastián, the first cable car to transport passengers in history. 1908. June 14 to July 11. Tests in Guadalajara of the Torres Quevedo No. 2 of 950 meters 3, with the engines running and passengers in the boat, Torres Quevedo, Kinderlorn, Vives, Gordejuela, and other officials. July 22. Royal Order of the Ministry of Public Works giving the name Torres Quevedo to the airship. Kinderlawn resignation. The center leaves Guadalajara. 1909. Tests of the Torres Quevedo No. 2 in Sartrouville, Paris. Casa Astra decides to buy the patent. On February 12, 1910, the contract was signed. 1911. Patent application for Moyonese décampement pour ballons directionables, mooring post for rotating fixation of the airship by the bow. February-March. Successful testing of the 1,600 meters 3 Astra Torres No. 1 in Issy-les-Moulineaux, Paris. 1913. Patent application for the camp ship. The 8,300 meters 3 Astra Torres 14 breaks the speed record in reception tests, 83.2 km per hour. 1914. Publishes essays on automatics, its definition, theoretical extension of its applications, a masterpiece in the history of Spanish science. It presents its first chess player in Paris, the first manifestation of artificial intelligence in history. 1916. The British Admiralty builds more than 30 coastal airships of the Torres Quevedo system, of which one will be sold to France and 4 to Russia. August 8. Official inauguration of the Niagara River Ferry, Canada. The Niagara Spanish Aerocar presents the patent for the Binave, a precursor boat to modern catamarans. 1918. Testing of the Binave begins in Bilbao, built at the Euskalduna shipyard. 1919. Patent application for the Hispania airship for air passenger transportation. 1920. He presents his second chess player and the electromechanical arithmometer, the first computer in the current sense of history, in Paris. 31 October. Enter the Royal Spanish Academy. 1922. Honorary Doctor from the Sorbonne, Paris. Commander of the Legion of Honor of the French Republic. 1927. Appointed one of the 12 associate academics of the Paris Academy of Sciences. 1928. President of the Royal Academy of Exact, Physical and Natural Sciences of Madrid. 1936. December 18. He dies in Madrid in the middle of the Civil War. The event goes unnoticed.